Well, we're bringing you all the big stories and the key players from the SAF Congress 2026, and I'm really pleased to have Milica Folić with me now. Milica is the project line director for clean fuels at Topsoe. Before we start talking about what you're doing at Topsoe, how's Congress been? Have you been busy?
Oh, very. I think it's really, really good. It's a huge event. I feel like it's growing by, I don't know, 50% year on year, and lots of good energy, which is something that I appreciate the most. A lot of people to talk to, and actually, yeah, quite a lot of positive energy.
That's good. That's good. So many conversations happening, so many topics. So let me just get your views and your opinions on some of the, the big talking points that everyone has been discussing. Feedstocks, the future of feedstocks. And I can see by the look on your face, it's one that goes through your mind as well. So where do you stand on this?
Well, I mean, different pathways have different feedstocks. You can have anything from oils and fats to electrons. And certainly, I mean, that's a starting point of any project going towards stuff. So I think when you ask me that, my immediate reaction is often HEFA pathway, which is the lowest levelized cost of stuff for production, but the most constrained feedstock-wise. And I think a lot is going on actually in that space, a lot of innovation. But we will kind of need all of those projects to succeed to be able to, get to significant volumes. So while that takes place and happens, and a lot of it will prolong the lifetime of the HEFA technology, we kind of need to move on to the next pathways. Ethanol probably being the next one, ethanol to jet. Then obviously e-fuels and other biosynfuels projects we're waiting for. It will all, I think, happen.
Slowly. Yeah, slowly. A lot of people have been saying step by step, but to get there. What do you feel, though, it is going to take to move these SAF projects from project stage, pilot stage, to actually, full scale projects that are making and shaping the market in the way it's going to need to?
Well, I think a lot of them are closer than before, right? Like every year we're closer than we were last year. So you can really feel that shift in the conversations. And yes, sadly, no FIDs yet. We won't see an FID this year, most likely. It will first be 2027. But and again, I mean, I am afraid of the first movers being somewhat punished, having a bit more expensive projects. But ultimately, I think the stars are aligned. Everyone wants to make it happen. The mandates are there. The geopolitical threats are probably working in the favor of these projects. So I don't think anything extraordinary needs to happen. It's about getting the money, and I do think that there will be more willingness to finally fund this and get it across the finish line.
You said something very interesting about the first movers, and they need to be, well, I think you said they shouldn't sort of be penalized simply for being first movers. So you need to create, I guess, the right climate to ensure that gets rewarded as well. How do you do that? What are your thoughts there?
Yeah, that's a difficult one, right? Like you think about they're taking one for the team, right? For the industry and everything. And I kind of believe that everything will even out. They will get a first mover advantage while their projects may be a bit more expensive than those coming after them. They will have probably kind of exclusivity on the market for a period of time where they can compensate for it. And hopefully, I mean, you can go and revisit the projects, get hopefully more out of it over time that then, keeps you in a solid place.
You've got a lot of experience in different marketplaces as well. And I just wonder, when you look over your history and, the different areas where you operate, what lessons have you got that you've learned that you can now apply to where the market's going now?
Well, I mean, when people talk about this market, you hear a lot of comparisons to solar cells, batteries, wind, so renewable energy and so on. Actually, that's not what Topsoe is in, but I do feel like, that is the comparison that you most often get. It is a unique, market landscape. So coming from a technology developer perspective, it is always, the most difficult one to kind of commercialize the technology, and then the ball rolls on its own. this is a different story, right? The technology is actually there. It's about everything else. So I do think that those comparisons with the renewable energy are the most likely, and it is about mandates and incentives and, kind of communities wanting to do it because it costs a lot of money. That's the bottom line.
You've just mentioned two of the phrases that are being mentioned the most, and that's ecosystem, community, yeah, everyone working together, but also the mandates and the regulations as well. It all plays its part. One of the things that when we talk about regulations and mandates, it's the picture moving forward. And the date that I'm going to throw to you is 2035. Okay? So let's imagine now that with everything policy-wise that's in place, we're meeting here in 2035. What do you think the market will look like? And actually, importantly, what sort of mix do you feel there will be between SAF and potentially e-SAF?
Yeah, well, I think you will still have like a nascent market for e-fuels, even ethanol to jet, but I do believe you will have producing plants for all of the other pathways, while today we only have HEPA and maybe the pilot and demonstration plants, as you said, for the other pathways. I'm convinced that we will have operating plants in 2035. The mix will still be greatly in favor of HEPA.
Okay, it's been really good to talk to you and to get your views and your opinions. Let me wish you a great rest of your SAF Congress, and thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you.